Anyways, so we've got our testing system here. Let's adjust that a bit better. Got our testing system here, and we're going to test some floppy drives. First, we're going to test it with my tester. So plug that in. Doesn't matter which drive it is, because there's only going to be one. And let's do this. The IDE cable. And we're going to situate this in such a way that it's not going to scrape and scratch when it goes. Okay, there it is. Yeah, turn it on. That's just a fan. I busted a blade off of it. And nothing fancy here. This is just my, I don't even know what this is, some sort of Athlon. It's my testing station. Okay, sees the hard drive's good. Now let's, right, I don't have direct DOS access in this. I don't know if this, I think we can, all right. I think we can, oh, it doesn't support, this one doesn't support 5 1/4. Okay, well, what else do I have under here? I don't want to use that. I guess I could use the PS1000. Yeah, I don't really want to do that, but nothing else is open. Nothing else is nearby. Yeah, the compacts and pieces. Okay, I'm going to have to just switch the computers up. I forgot this one does not support 5 1/4. Okay. All right. Had I better prepared, I would have got a 286 or something. I don't like manipulating this machine. It's a very complicated computer with a million things plugged into. Okay, so this one's got a GoTech in it. No, you know what? I'm not going to touch that. I'm going to go get a 286. My bad. All right, here's a nice, easy to open AST 46 33. I think it's a 66 now. I upgraded this one, and this one's more error correct to the time when 5.25s were still, if not widespreadly used. So that's not even a word. They were used. So support for them was there. The system's easy to open. And what do we have? We have just a standard floppy cable. So we'll pull this one out of here. There's a floppy cable. Okay. Okay, so we're just going to go straight with 5.25. So these are notched. You can't put them in backwards. If you do put them in backwards somehow, some of them are not notched, then the control light will be on at all times. So this one is notched, so there should be no danger. Then nothing happens, just can't access the drives. All right, let's give it some power here. And this is a DOS machine, so this shouldn't be a problem. Got a diskette right here. Shouldn't be a problem to access these drives. And it's a PS2 system, so I don't have to go get my DIN keyboards, which is nice. And then I have a mouse, and then I have power. Okay. Let's turn it on. Oh, Control Alt Escape. Okay, good. So we're going to just change the floppy in boot. We're going to change this to 1.2 meg high density 5.25. Exit to main menu. Exit to system setup. Okay, should be good now. Save and change. Save and change. Quit and you know what I mean. You guys probably read it yourselves. Okay. Should just be good now. Alright, boot me into DOS. It is booting into DOS, very good. So we're just going to put a standard diskette in here. This is a double density. So it is a 360K disk, but for all intents and purposes, it should at least read fine in the B drive. So here we go. That sounds great. Not ready. Okay, well, we're off to a great start. Let's retry. Get another diskette ready. I think this one works for sure. I don't have too many of these. And I know this drive works because I just took it out of my NCR. It was a bit yellowed for my liking. I wonder why it's showing me. Okay, you know what? The weird thing that happened there is that it showed, when I pressed A, it said insert A into the drive. And that's usually a sign that there's only one drive connected. But that shouldn't do that for A. If you do that for B on a one-drive system, it'll do that. It'll work. So I'm going to reconnect it in a way that it is actually a B drive now, at 5.25. And we'll go into BIOS and make that change known to the system. Okay, so floppy and boot. So we're going to change that back to 1.44 for A, and for disk B, 1.2. Okay, exit system setup, save and change, or save and whatever. Exit saving changes. All right. Now to be sure, I'm going to grab a 1/4 inch floppy, 1/4 inch floppy, 3/4 inch, 3/4 inch, 3.5 inch. God, I'm not with it today. So why is it going there? That doesn't make any sense. It should be going to the A drive. That's going to the B drive. Okay, this something's up here. It's just not supporting these. Okay, I don't have time for this. I'm just gonna go grab another system. Because this one's BIOS is just weird. And I'll have to throw this one on the retest line. Great. More work for me. Okay, so this one on the pile. More here. Awesome. Okay. 10 minutes in, and we don't even have a working system. Yeah. I'd like to say no effort November, but it's just I'm tired and think I'm getting sick. So yeah. I got a headache and shit. Not clearly thinking through the things I need, but this should be fine. Assuming I can get that off of there. What, did I just strip this thing? Oh my. What is this? Who put this in? Okay, I'm not going to be using that screw again. Okay, another 46. Oh, there's more screws here. Okay, I see. This is a weird one. This is a Packard Bell, but I thought it was an IBM. And when I actually took pictures of the back of it, I noticed it was a 386 at one point. So somebody went through the trouble of upgrading this. And that's a nice case, but they used the proprietary motherboard, as you can tell here. This is not standard. And you can see, I'm just going to clean that up. Okay, nice. So this one's already set up for 5 1/4 inches, so I should just be able to plug that. You know what I'm going to do first is test the one that's in the system with the diskette, so I know that it works. But that green diskette should be fine. So here we go, turning it on. Don't need that. Let's get that green diskette out of there. Oh, there's my DOS 6.2 setup disk in here. That should not be in there. Okay, well, I guess we'll test it with that. It's a nice blue Phoenix BIOS, I think, yeah. So both. Aha, that's A is okay. So this is in this system. It is a boot drive, and it, as you can see, it is working. It is booting off the 5.25 inch. And what we're going to do is going to stick this diskette in there, see if it works. Oh, right. It doesn't like the mouse that's in there? Oh, it's not in all the way. Okay. Oh, wait. Of course. No, it's in. Just wasn't in all the way. Okay. Keyboards. Don't touch the key. Don't touch a PS2 keyboard when it's in there. All right. Escape. Okay, so this keyboard is not registering with this for some reason. Okay, don't want it to boot, so just boot it from the C drive now. Good. Okay, there's no mouse, so it shouldn't be doing anything. Unless on this board these things are reversed. It is. Haha. Okay, so nice. So on the motherboard, the keyboard is where the mouse is, and the mouse is where the keyboard is. I have to make a change to that, so that whoever gets this after me will not be like, oh, nothing's working. So, essentially, I'm waiting for this to boot up. So the keyboard port is here, and the mouse port is here. They're both PS2. So it's labeled silkscreen there, keyboard there, mouse there. But on the back of the case, instead of labels are reversed. So yeah, I guess that makes sense because this was a 386 beforehand, and somebody, like I said, went through the trouble of upgrading it to a 486. So now that we have everything working, okay, good. Let's go to the A drive. BIR. That's the DOS boot disk that came with it. Sure, it's not my setup disk anymore. I think I remember formatting it. Put the green one in. And I recall it does have stuff on it. Okay, biketune.zip. I really want to unzip that and see what's on there. Okay, green disk is working. And now we're going to test this double density disk at. And yep, okay, so these diskettes work. So this, obviously, the diskette drive with the computer that came with the computer works. So we're going to unplug it live because it doesn't matter. These things, if they're not being accessed by the computer, it's just as long as I don't press enter on here, it won't freak out. Then it should, then it's fine to swap them out like that. So let's put my tester back in here. This is a little weird. So I had the same one on my NCR, but I found one that was less yellow, so it was actually my old tester. So this is my new tester now. Okay, so see the ribbon cable, sometimes the pin is in the other direction, so if you don't have it keyed, there's a good chance you can put it in backwards. Okay. So let's put this this DOS boot disk back in and do a DIR. Aha. So I guess I don't have a tester drive anymore because this one's broken. Let's try another diskette for good measure. Nope. I think that's the end of that. Didn't even get to the drives I'm supposed to be testing. Okay, well that's fine. We'll clean these heads off the old-fashioned way. Wrap a tampon up in something preferably non-magnetic. Tampon being one of those alcohol strips. And lift the head up gently. Give it a quick cleaning there. Okay, keep that for the other two drives. Let's put my diskette that I don't care much about back into the drive. Yeah, I don't know. I think that drive is, I think this my tester drive has finally bit the dust. Too bad. It was a nice TAC drive. Okay, so that's going to go into the garbage pile. Or at least the pile of things that I keep around because sometimes I get one. Maybe I can, out of this one, I can make, do I have another TAC drive here? I don't. I have all different drives. Okay. But like the motor looks good. Like this thing was a bit suspect to begin with. It didn't have a cover plate. Usually the metal piece covers all this stuff. It didn't have that. So RIP my tester drive. Now let's test onto one of these drives I got from a friend of mine. They were working and now they are not because a moldy diskette was inserted into it. And we're about to see how much actual damage happened here. Oh, it's the same drive that I have in the computer here. So don't care about disk. Actually, let me just see the heads first. Yeah, it looks good. All right, retry. General failure. Okay, that's a little bit better. That's a little bit better. No markings on the heads yet, or on the thing, on the... We'll just give it a quick re-cleaning. Be quite gentle with these things. You don't want to knock it out of alignment. But you do want to get the crap off. Oh, I'm getting a lot of crap off the top one there. Wow. Oh, crap. Look at all that stuff. Wow. Okay. Maybe that's all it takes. So, always inspect your media. If you see weird crusty shit on it, don't put it in the drive. Let me try. General failure. Oh, that's no good. I wonder if maybe because these are off alignment or something. I'm still getting a good amount of crap coming off of them. The problem if you put a moldy disc in there and leave it in there for too long. Oh, something's happening. Let's try to. Oh, there, we got it. Nice. Oh, okay. So it was just dirty. Yeah, we got one that works. Now let's actually. Does it work or can it just read? Okay, let's try to like run something off. You know what? Let's try to boot the computer off of it. Using this. Okay. So Control Alt Delete. Shift the camera up there. This gets in the drive. No, okay. So it's starting MS-DOS from the hard drive. Okay, so this drive isn't just because it can read the. Yeah, now it's not reading. Yeah, I think this thing has had it. Let's see. Yeah, I think this drive is just the crap has the crap in the drive has damaged the heads to the point where I mean I could try to. I mean, this isn't a Commodore, which I would know what to do with. I've had head alignment tools done for those. But I mean, I'm wondering if this was just maybe knocked loose a little bit. I mean, I've got everything apart. Yeah, okay, so. I'm going to try to, on the fly, align these heads a little bit. This is a guessing game if you don't have the right. Oh, well, I guess I guessed right. Tighten them down. Okay. Can we actually run command.com off of it? No, A drive. Okay, so see directory listing almost immediately. Let's try to run command off of it. Yeah, data error. Okay, so we can read the directory, but we can't run the file. So let's try to. Now we're back to general failure. Okay, let's try moving it a little bit this way. We didn't like that. Let's try. Can we move it back and forth? Let's move it forward a little. We'll try. Nope. So I did this to a compact repeatedly, not the same drive, different drives, and I got them to work like this, and they work. They still work. Sector not found. Okay, so. General failure. Yeah, so we're getting different types of. I think there is something wrong with the head here. Ah, okay. It ran it. Okay, let's try to do that again. Nice. Let's try to boot from it. Okay. Okay, well that did it. The heads were just out of alignment a little bit. Do I have anything else I could run off of? You know what I have? I think I have a calendar file or something. I mean, if it booted off of it, that's good. All right, I'm throwing in a low-density diskette here. CD calendar. DIR. Okay, are any of these executables? They are not. How about timer? CL. Okay, that's an executable. Let's see. Okay, well, yeah, okay, fixed. I'm going to power cycle it because I want to tighten these up and try this procedure one more time before it's actually off my bench and working. Maybe I should try that with the NCR drive. Yeah, okay, well, we'll see. Got one of them working. Will it boot? Non-system disk error. Oh, why? Why are you doing that to me? All I did was just tighten this. Okay. Let me tighten these ever so slightly. I think the act of tightening though sometimes moves the head around. So now let's try that again. Reboot this motor. Let's see what she does. Okay, looks like it's going. I mean, if the drive is this fragile, I have a problem shipping it. I don't know. We'll see. In any case, it works. So that's one down. Then my tester's down too. But if I have time, I have to leave in 20 minutes. But we're going to... Okay, so this one's good. We're going to put a good drive, I don't know, in a little... Maybe over here. Yeah, that's it. That's the good drive pile. Now let's try this other one here. It's a nice little unit. Face is a bit loose. Is that normal? It looks like, oh yeah, it looks like this thing has been bent back here. I don't know if you can see that, but little clip here. Let's see if I can bend that back to how it was. Okay, there, good. Now, don't know if that was a waste of time or not, but let's see how this drive acts. Okay, let's give it something to look at and give it something to power it. Okay. Let's put this DOS disk back in here.